Statement of Youth, 8A at LPT. It's a pretty well-known route. It's been on my list for a while, so I actually first tried this a long time ago, 5, maybe 6 years. I've done my first 8A, and I thought to myself, yeah, I'm going to jump up. Big climber here, I'm going to get the 8A, going to get on statement, and it absolutely destroyed me. I couldn't do hardly anything. Barely got the traversed. Got into the top section, just couldn't stand on the holes, and yeah, really put me in place. But obviously since then, I've gone away from lots of other climbs, and I've kind of been avoiding it a little bit. It's always been like, oh yeah, I'll just do this, and then I'll get back on statement, or I'm just going to finish this. So today, this is finally one of my goals was this. So after I did some of my earlier goals, I jumped on statement, and I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't as hard as I remember. I think maybe I'd worked it up in my mind a little bit. It's definitely a bit nervous getting back on it. First session, I was dead lucky. I was down with a friend of mine, and he had all the beta. So that always saves loads of time and effort when someone can literally say left foot here, right foot there, hold this. So this is the Sengo. So the first section I've just done, it's pretty easy. It's not really any meat to climbing. You stand up again. I was making the next clip, then stepping back down into this really good rest, and then you can climb through without having to stop to clip. So this is that clip on the extender here. Step back down, and you get a rest. The rest is very good. It's so close to being no hands. I'm sure maybe if you had like more flexible hips, you could probably frog and sit as no hands, but I try to keep a little something on, 2 little thumbs, just sort of keeping me holding in place. So the first bit of Statement of Youth is the traverse. Start up from where I've just clipped high, and you traverse left, and the key is sort of this heel hook you've got going on. So there we go. So right hand is okay. Stepping up, feet are all pretty nice here. These 2 holes are quite sloped, but they're pretty good, especially with it being on like over a roof. You can get a really nice angle on. Pop across, left hand gaston's nice, heel goes on lovely, using your left toe to really press it into place. Right hand's quite poor, but that's a really good hold. Bump to that. Heel into a better position, right hand to this kind of awkwardy hold, but it's nice. Left hand slope is good, and then loads of weight on your heel to bump your right hand. There we go, loads of weight on the heel, right hand to the good hold, left hand, and that thing is huge. Cut loose and swing with the heel. That's a fun move to do. Lots of people skip the draw that I've just clipped, but as I've said in previous videos, I like to clip as I go. So short little shake here. Maybe it's more of a reset, or just rest my heel maybe, but I don't think I'm getting a huge amount back. And then there's a few different ways I've seen, or 2 different ways I've seen of doing this. Some people put a wide left toe and rock up left like a double bump, and this I think is the other popular method. High right toe, rock up. That's like an okay intermediate to get my weight over my heel, and then I come to the undercut. It's quite like a flat open undercut. Pull the undercut, press with your palm, match your left toe to left hand, and you can stand up. And then this position's okay. So I clip and then unclip, and just make me feel nicer. Stand up to the undercuts. The undercuts are okay. They're quite awkward, the angle of the wrist, and then the feet. There's a couple of good feet, but also there's a couple of bad smears. So you're standing up in the undercuts, and then this move, right hand to that. I ended up going front 3. It was nicer with my pinky. It was bigger with my pinky, but it was so sharp. It was so painful. So front 3 in there. Step up. Left hand comes to this like thin pinch, then you step your feet through, left toe wide, and then it's hard, you push and you snap, but what you're going to is a really big jug. So step up on the jugs, your right toe's okay, clip again, and I've seen people rest here, but it didn't work for me. I was so much weight like on those undercuts pressing back on my arms, so I kept on going. This move feels awkward, so that right toe movement doesn't look like much, but it feels like you're off every time. The left hand undercut you're on isn't great, so you sort of stand up into that position, and then you've gone right hand in these 2 like split kind of pocket holds, and then in that position it's lovely to rest there. The fingers are a bit stressful in their pockets, but it's nice. Toes, both feet are good, so it works really well. So after the rest, you sort of step out and you're coming into, like, I guess the red point crux, or certainly the feet on this section are really bad. So out wide, first undercut to move your left toe, bump again your right hand, so a really good undercut. Weird step through. This is where having beaters are helpful, because I'm not sure I would have seen that. Seen people skip this clip, but again, I'm clipping sort of like a backhand under the roof to really stretch your right toe, and it's hard to get your right toe to sit because it's hard to get weight on it. But if you can sort of slowly eke onto it, right hand side pull, bring your left toe in, and this is where the feet get bad. So you've got right side pull, left undercut is matched. I step high onto this bad smear and snatch to a right hand. And if the conditions are good, that right hand feels really sticky. Bump my toes up, left hand bad crimp, right toe bad smear, left hand into a jug. You step onto the good crimp, match the jug, and I think from there it's basically over. A lot of people sort of step out wide right and smear up the right wall, but I found this sort of high toe method worked well for me. I think it definitely helps having the reach. As you can see, I'm pretty spanned there. And then this is an awkward toe, just the rope's a bit in the way, and it's super high, and then up the lip, and that's it. So I'm really happy to get this done. I mentioned before in my other videos about goals I've had, so this was goal number 4 of the season, 4 of 4. So I now need to set myself some new stuff and keep going. Thank you very much for watching.